Is the race for success poisoning your joy? Do not spoil what you have by desiring what you have not. Remember that what you now have was once among the things you only hoped for. Epictetus. Have you ever felt overwhelmed by daily life, like you're always racing against time but never really feeling fulfilled? Imagine an ancient Roman soldier, tired from many battles, longing for simple pleasures. The smell of fresh earth, the warmth of a home-cooked meal, the happy laughter of his children. Amid the chaos and the endless pursuit of glory, he begins to question his choices. When will he find the peaceful life he truly desires? Much like that soldier, many of us are trapped in the constant quest for more. More achievements, more recognition, more material possessions. We're caught in a spiral of work pressures, societal expectations, and endless responsibilities. But what is the cost? This constant striving often leads to stress, burnout, and a loss of joy in life. Think back to the last time you felt truly happy. Was it when you enjoyed a quiet moment, shared laughter with loved ones, or simply appreciated the present? How often do you really enjoy the now instead of worrying about the future? In this video, we will explore the deep fulfillment that comes from living a simpler life, guided by timeless Stoic principles. Join us as we discuss practical steps to bring simplicity into your busy life, all while working toward your goals. Imagine balancing your career goals with a life that promotes inner peace, a life where stress is reduced and fulfillment is found in the present moment. You'll learn practical tips and habits to keep things simple and find lasting balance. Here at Stoic Philosophy, we believe that true wealth lies not in having many possessions, but in wanting fewer things. Together, we'll create a new story, where simplifying your life brings greater happiness and clarity. Stay with us to discover key principles like accepting imperfection, practicing mindfulness, and valuing minimalism. Don't miss these important insights. Remember, the journey to a simpler and more fulfilling life starts here. Before we go further, make sure to follow us at Stoic Philosophy. This small step will give you wisdom that helps you find true balance and inner peace. Are you ready to make the best life for yourself? Let's start this journey together. Chapter 1. The Tyranny of Expectations. How long are you going to wait before you demand the best for yourself? Epictetus. Imagine an ancient Roman soldier. He's been fighting for years, marching through hot deserts and cold mountains. His body is tired, but his mind is even more so. He keeps going because he wants to succeed, but deep down, he misses his small farm. He longs for the smell of fresh earth, the laughter of his children, and the warmth of a family meal. How long before he demands the best life for himself? In our modern times, we might not be fighting with swords and shields, but we still face our own challenges, the battlefield of our ambitions. How many of us strive to be the best at our jobs, balance many responsibilities, and meet both societal and personal expectations? The pressure to succeed can feel like a boiling pot, ready to overflow. Why do we often feel overwhelmed and disconnected from life's simple joys? One reason is the endless pursuit of success. We're often told that more is better, more achievements, more recognition, and more possessions. But this constant striving can lead to stress and burnout. It can take away our joy and distract us from what truly matters. Take a moment. Reflect on your life. When was the last time you felt genuinely content with the present moment? Not thinking about the future or dwelling on the past, but just appreciating the now? Chapter 2. Embracing imperfection. No man ever steps in the same river twice, for it's not the same river, and he's not the same man. Heraclitus. Imagine you're standing by a river. The flowing water never stays the same. Every moment changes it, just as every experience changes you. Like the river, we are always changing. Striving for perfection is like trying to capture that changing river in a photo and expecting it to stay the same forever. It's impossible and exhausting. Perfection is an illusion. Our expectations from ourselves and society are often unrealistic. They push us to an unachievable ideal, causing frustration and disappointment. Embracing imperfection, on the other hand, can lead to personal and professional growth. Think about your work environment. Imagine you're preparing an important report. You spend hours refining every single detail, aiming for a flawless result. Yet, perfectionism slows you down and may prevent you from submitting your work on time. Now, think about appreciating your effort and recognizing small successes. How might this change affect your mindset? Pause and think, in which areas are you chasing perfection and at what cost? Chapter 3, The Medicine of Mindfulness. The tranquility that comes when you stop caring what they say or think or do, only what you do. Marcus Aurelius. Travel back in time with me to ancient Rome. Picture Marcus Aurelius in his palace, surrounded by advisors and courtiers. Amid the noise of political intrigue and daily pressures, he finds a moment of stillness. He writes in his journal, grounding himself in the present. Through mindfulness, he discovers tranquility. He knows that true peace comes from within, not from external acclaim or opinions. Mindfulness helps us ground ourselves and find simplicity amid chaos. By being present, we can align our actions with our values, much like the Stoics of old. Imagine you're drinking a cup of coffee on a busy morning. Instead of hurriedly drinking it while checking emails, you decide to savor each sip. The warmth of the mug, the rich smell, and the taste encourage a moment of stillness. How does this change your experience of the coffee? A simple act, done mindfully, can turn an ordinary moment into something special. Think again. What simple joy will you savor today? A cup of coffee, a walk, or a quiet moment of reflection? Stay engaged, for we are only beginning this journey towards loving a simple life. We will explore how Stoic principles and wisdom can help us reclaim joy and serenity in our complex modern lives. As Epictetus wisely asked, how long are you going to wait before you demand the best for yourself? It's your time to embrace the path of simplicity and fulfillment. Chapter 4, The Virtue of Minimalism. Very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself, in your way of thinking. Marcus Aurelius. Let's talk about minimalism. Think about your living space. How many things do you really need to be happy? Picture a Roman scholar looking through many books in a crowded library, searching for wisdom. His mind is as cluttered as his surroundings. What if he focused on just a few important texts? He would find peace. This is the idea of minimalism. Minimalism isn't about having almost nothing. It's about making sure your space matches your values. Clearing out your physical space can help clear your mind, reduce stress, and create a peaceful environment. Let's get practical. Start by decluttering one area of your life. Maybe your desk, your wardrobe, or even your digital space. Remove items that don't bring you joy or help you reach your goals. Letting go can reduce mental stress. Think about one area that needs simplification. What small action can you take today to make it simpler? Chapter 5. Prioritizing what truly matters. If it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it. Marcus Aurelius. Imagine a Roman general making many decisions during a campaign. Each choice could lead to success or failure. What if he only focused on what truly mattered? Just like the general, we face many decisions every day. Living by our core values can guide us, making life simpler and less stressful. Focusing on what's important helps us avoid distractions. Start by listing your core values. Write them down. Align your daily actions with these values. If something doesn't match your values, allow yourself to let it go. Think about your top 3 values. How can you honor them daily? Chapter 6. The Power of Routine. Discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishment. Jim Rohn. Visualize the structured life of a Roman soldier. His days are planned, every action has a purpose. Simple routines build strength and focus. This discipline leads to a sense of achievement and simplicity. Creating routines reduces the stress of too many decisions and frees mental space. Create morning and evening routines that include time for self-reflection and growth. For example, start your day with meditation and end it by writing down your thoughts. Consider small steps you can take today to create such routines. Include activities like reading, journaling, or meditating. These routines don't have to be complicated. Even small, regular actions make a big difference over time. Ask yourself, what small steps can you take today to simplify your daily routine? Chapter 7. The Art of Letting Go. He who is not a slave to riches, pleasure, or pride, but made good his escape from them, is a wise man. Epictetus. Picture a Roman philosopher in his simple home, free from the excess of material desires. His happiness comes not from what he has, but from what he can let go of. This is detachment, a key idea in Stoic philosophy. Letting go of attachments and excessive desires brings peace. Start by identifying an attachment or desire that adds stress to your life. Maybe it's a need for approval or a desire for wealth. Think about how you can set limits and focus on what you can control. Imagine your life without things that don't serve you. Can you see the peace that comes from being free from these burdens? Reflect now. What attachment causes you the most stress, and how can you begin to let it go? Chapter 8. Finding joy in the present. The present moment is all we ever have. Thich Nhat Hanh. Travel to an ancient Greek marketplace where a Stoic philosopher talks to a crowd. Focus on the present, he says, for it is a gift we often overlook. Living fully in the present moment brings joy and contentment. It reduces anxiety about the future and regrets about the past. Embrace the present. A practical step is to list 3 things you're thankful for each day. Engage fully in tasks without multitasking. Enjoy a simple meal, a talk with a loved one, or a walk in nature. Take a moment. Commit to being fully present during your next meal or conversation. Feel the joy that comes with paying full attention. Chapter 9. Resilience and inner strength. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Marcus Aurelius. Imagine Marcus Aurelius facing the challenge of leading an empire. Despite the chaos, his control over his mind gives him great strength and resilience. Stoic practices make us resilient to life's challenges. Embrace problems as chances to grow. This mindset simplifies our mental struggles and strengthens our will. Start by writing down your daily struggles and successes. These reflections build resilience and show personal growth. Another helpful practice is negative visualization. By thinking about possible challenges, you prepare for and accept them, turning fear into readiness. Think about this. What current challenge can you turn into a growth opportunity? By integrating these ideas into our lives, we can find simplicity, joy in everyday moments, and build a foundation of inner peace and resilience. Loving a simpler life is an ongoing journey full of chances to adapt and grow. Think deeply, act mindfully, and embrace simplicity to find true contentment. Chapter 7. The Art of Letting Go. He who is not a slave to riches, pleasure, or pride, but made good his escape from them, is a wise man. Epictetus. Imagine a quiet moonlit night in ancient Rome. A philosopher sits on a simple wooden bench in his small, peaceful garden. There is no gold, no big feast, no loud talks, just silence, the soft rustling of leaves, and the philosopher's thought, what burdens do we carry for the sake of riches or pride? Letting go of things we don't need is not about giving up life's pleasures. It's about finding deeper joy. Too many desires and attachments make our minds heavy and take away our energy. True freedom is focusing on what matches your core values and letting go of distractions. Think of a stressful work situation you faced. Maybe you felt you needed constant approval from bosses or peers. This need could have caused stress, sleepless nights, and a cycle of seeking validation. Now, imagine setting boundaries and focusing on the real value of your work instead of seeking approval. How freeing might that feel? Identify an attachment, like wealth, approval, or material things, that doesn't help you. See how it adds worry and complexity to your life. Then, take small steps to detach. Set boundaries, focus on your efforts, and slowly shift your energy towards what you can control. Reflect for a moment. What attachment weighs you down? How can releasing it change your sense of peace? Chapter 8. Finding joy in the present. The present moment is all we ever have. Thich Nhat Hanh. Picture yourself walking through a busy market in ancient Athens. Merchants shout to sell their goods. The air is filled with various sounds, a child laughing, the sizzle of street food, the hum of bargaining voices. Among this noise and movement, a philosopher sits calmly, sipping a simple cup of water, fully present in his moment of stillness. Living in the present brings peace and joy. Our minds often dwell on past regrets or future worries, taking us away from the simplicity of now. By staying in the present, we enjoy life's beautiful moments that we usually overlook. Consider a typical meal. How often do you rush through it, distracted by your phone or your thoughts? Next time, focus entirely on the meal. Taste each bite, feel the textures, and appreciate the flavors. This small change can turn a simple activity into a source of joy. Try this. Each day, list 3 things you are grateful for. Fully engage in daily tasks without multitasking. Whether it's a meal, a conversation, or a walk, immerse yourself completely. These actions help bring the practice of presence into your life. Commit to this. During your next meal or conversation, be fully present. How does this shift your experience? Chapter 9. Resilience and inner strength. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Marcus Aurelius. Visualize Marcus Aurelius leading an empire filled with external challenges, wars, political plots, and diseases. Yet his greatest strength lies in his ability to master his mind. His Stoic practice gives him strength, turning difficulties into a source of inner resilience. Building resilience means strengthening our inner world against external problems. Stoic philosophy teaches us that we do not control events, but we do control our reactions to them. This mindset turns challenges into growth opportunities and strengthens our resolve. Imagine you face a setback at work. A project fails, or a promotion doesn't happen. Instead of seeing it as a defeat, view it as a chance to learn and grow. Reflect, adapt, and move forward with renewed energy. To build resilience, start journaling your daily struggles and successes. This simple practice encourages self-reflection and helps you track your growth. Another useful tool is negative visualization. Spend a few moments each day imagining potential challenges. This doesn't make you pessimistic, but prepares your mind, turning anxiety into readiness. Reflect on this. What current challenge can you turn into an opportunity for growth? How can embracing it strengthen your resilience? In letting go of unnecessary attachments, living fully in the present, and building resilience, we cultivate a mindset of simplicity. These practices reduce complexity in our lives and enhance our inner peace and strength. Remember, simplicity is a journey, a continuous practice of aligning with what truly matters. Reflect deeply, act mindfully, and enjoy the deep joy that simplicity brings. Chapter 10. The Philosophy of Enough. Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants. Epictetus. Imagine a rich Roman merchant living in a grand house filled with treasures from faraway lands. Even with all his riches, he often feels empty, always wanting more. Now picture a simple farmer in a modest home, happy with what his land gives him. He finds joy in nature, the warmth of family, and the feeling of having enough. Here's a question. What if true happiness is not about having more, but about wanting less? To live simply, we must accept the idea of enough. This means finding happiness within ourselves, not in outside things or approval. It's about changing how we see success and knowing that enough is different for everyone. Create a sufficiency statement for different areas of your life: work, relationships, personal growth. For work, enough might mean balancing job success and personal time. In relationships, it could mean building strong, meaningful connections instead of many shallow ones. Review and update these statements often to match your changing values. Think about, what does enough look like in your work, relationships, and personal growth? Chapter 11. Small steps for big change. It is not the things themselves that disturb men, but their judgments about these things. Epictetus. Picture the busy streets of ancient Rome, full of market vendors and speakers. In this chaos, a young philosopher builds a new habit. Each day, he takes a few moments to think deeply and quietly. Over time, these small moments add up, changing his life. Change doesn't need to be big. Small steps can lead to big transformations. Using the ideas of Stoicism, we can make small changes towards simplicity that bring peace. Start small. Pick one habit that fits with simplicity and do it every day. It could be a few minutes of mindful breathing, daily gratitude, or thinking about what went well each day. Use habit trackers or friends to stay on track. These small, steady changes will add up over time, creating a big shift in your life. Think, what small habit can you start today to simplify your life? Chapter 12. Sustaining a simple life. To be calm is the highest achievement of the self. Zen proverb. Imagine a Zen master in a quiet monastery. Life is simple and peaceful. Every action is done with care and calm. Even small tasks, like sweeping the garden or making tea, are done with full attention. The master's life shows the long-lasting quest for simplicity. The challenge is to keep this simplicity in our busy modern lives. It takes ongoing effort and self-reflection. To stay on this path, regular check-ins and adjustments are needed. Schedule monthly reviews to look at your simplicity practices. Take time to see what's working and what isn't. This helps make sure simplicity stays a key part of your life. Keep a journal to write about your journey, noting the joys of a simple life. This journal is a strong reminder of the benefits of living simply. Think about this. Set a date for your next review session. What will you check to make sure you're staying simple? By accepting the philosophy of enough, making small changes, and working to keep simplicity, we can live a life full of joy and balance. Remember, simplicity is not about giving up things, but about making space for what really matters. It's about aligning our outside life with our inner values and finding peace in the present moment. Ask yourself, what does enough mean to you in different areas of your life? What small step can you take today to live a simpler life? When will you next reflect on your simplicity journey? As you think about these questions, remember that living a simple life is an ongoing adventure, full of challenges, reflections, and great joy. But now, my dear viewers, it's time for us to take action. Information without action is often forgotten and rarely helps us. By applying these Stoic ideas and wisdom, we become stronger and more in tune with our true selves. 1. Focus on a principle and put it into practice. Pick one principle we've discussed today and focus on it for the next few weeks. Here are a few key ideas to consider. Embracing imperfection. Accept that seeking perfection is pointless. The medicine of mindfulness. Keep yourself grounded in the present moment. Letting go. Detach from unnecessary attachments and desires. 2. Make a public commitment. By making a public commitment to focus on your chosen principle, you increase your accountability. Share your commitment with us in the comments below. This not only shows your dedication, but also lets us follow up on your journey and support you. For example, write something like, I commit to practicing mindfulness every morning for the next 2 weeks. Public commitments can help make us more accountable and serious about our goals. 3. Brainstorm daily actions. Identify small daily actions that you can take to master your chosen principle. Here are a few suggestions. For embracing imperfection. Every day, acknowledge one area where you allowed yourself to be human and not perfect. Write about a situation where imperfection led to personal growth or a positive outcome. For the medicine of mindfulness, start your day with 5 minutes of mindful breathing. Choose one task each day to do mindfully, such as eating breakfast or walking to work. For letting go, identify one material possession or mental attachment to release each day. Meditate on what you can and cannot control daily, and remind yourself to let go of the uncontrollable. Feel free to share your chosen principle and daily actions in the comments, and we'll provide you with additional tailored advice. 4. Track and reflect on your progress. Tracking progress and reflecting on your journey is crucial for sustaining positive changes. Here are 4 ways to keep track of and assess your progress. Daily journaling. Spend a few minutes each day writing about your experiences, what worked and what didn't. Weekly reviews. Once a week, spend time reviewing your journal entries, noting patterns, and making adjustments. Accountability partners. Engage a friend or a member of our community who can provide feedback and encouragement. Milestone celebrations. Set small milestones and celebrate when you reach them. This could be as simple as acknowledging your progress. To get started, take a moment right now to commit to one principle you will focus on. Share this commitment with us in the comments below. Let us know what small action you will take today and how you plan to track your progress. This step not only deepens your commitment, but also connects you to a community of like-minded individuals on the same journey. As you start this path, remember to thank yourself for taking a step towards a simpler, more fulfilling life. Your journey is just beginning, but each thoughtful action brings you closer to inner peace and resilience. Thank you for being a part of our journey here at Stoic Philosophy. If you found value in this, remember to subscribe so you won't miss our next adventure into the world of Stoic wisdom. Without subscribing, you might miss out on our latest insights and the support you need to continue cultivating Stoic virtues in your life. Remember, the journey towards a simpler, resilient life is one worth undertaking. So, take action today and embrace the wisdom of the Stoics.